Lisa D. Next up we have Shawn Ravenfire doing some comedy. And then we have Chelsea Smaller playing some harp. So if you guys, there is still a little bit of room left on the sign-in sheet. If you guys are looking to perform, come back to the sound booth and see me and we'll get you on the sheet. Check your mic there, Shawn.
Check.
All right, Shawn Ravenfire, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so glad to be here in a place where I was told to try to keep it fairly clean, in a place that has dicks drawn on the rolls. I think that's a little bit of irony. What the fuck is up with the lights? I wish I had a time machine so I could go back in time to the early 90s and out-PC all the PC people who lived back then. They'd be like, hey, don't call him black. They prefer to be called African American. Hey, fuck you, it's not African American, it's people of color. I'm from the future, I know. You're a fucking racist retroactively. Don't say girl, say woman, you chauvinist. Fuck you, you transphobe. You didn't ask him or her how he or she prefers to identify. Fuck you. Yeah, so what else is going on? I was, found one of these pamphlets talking about the Rapture. Have you ever seen these things lying around? Yeah, they're fun, aren't they? But as mini comic strips go, they got some plot holes. Just a few. I think that like about 99% of all the world's problems can be blamed on overpopulation, which is kind of strange that these evangelicals seem to think that the biggest disaster that could happen to humanity is a bunch of people disappearing. How will we survive with all these people vanished? Well, first we're going to take their jobs because they're not here, which will solve the unemployment problem. Then we'll get to work a lot faster because there's less traffic on the roads, creating less pollution. And then we'll take their food and houses and give them to the hungry and the homeless. I do not see the downside. But according to this pamphlet, it was in a laundromat of all places. I guess that's the new church. But it said that there was an antichrist going to show up, and he was going to act like a peacemaker so that we would make him the leader, and then he would say, aha, I tricked you, now you're going to have to get the mark of the beast on your hand in order to buy food. I'm like, all right, let me get this straight. First of all, if you look at history, all the peacemakers have been assassinated and all of the warmongers have been made into leaders. So I really don't think that this Antichrist plan is going to work at all. It's like, I'm here to bring peace. No, I was lying, I wanted more. Well, you should have told us before we shot you. And the mark of the beast. I mean, is this really hell on earth? Is this really a bad thing? I mean, I already need like 10 forms of ID to buy batteries from Radio Shack. Obviously, this is an old joke. Like, you really think I'm gonna freak out over a hand stamp? Anyway, so I stopped watching television for the most part because the advertisers think that we are all idiots. Yeah, I saw an ad for Burger King. It said, have it your way. I said, okay, I want it free. And I saw an ad for Bud Light. It said, it's endless refreshment from start to finish. How can something be endless and have a finish? And I saw an ad for L'Oreal mascara. It said, you'll see your lashes grow longer right before your eyes. And I thought, well, no shit, that's where your eyelashes are. And I saw an ad for DirecTV. It said, don't just watch TV, DirecTV. So I called up the people who made the commercial, told them it sucked. Do it over. Saw an ad for Dos Equis. The guy said, stay thirsty, so I didn't drink a Dos Equis. Talk yourself out of a sale. Saw an ad for egg beaters. It said, tastes like real eggs because it's made from real eggs. And I'm like, holy shit, you made fake eggs out of real eggs. You got way too much free time. Then I saw an ad for Trojan condoms that said, evolve, use a condom every time. If you used a condom every time, wouldn't that stop evolution? By the way, whose idea was it to call them Trojans anyway? Whose idea was it to name a condom after a civilization that's best remembered for being infiltrated? I'm afraid my sperm is going to hide inside of a tiny wooden horse. They seem to fall for that. And so an ad for Pepsi, who said, every Pepsi refreshes the world. So I didn't buy one, I just wait for somebody else to drink one. Here's an idea, let's mix the Bud Light and the Pepsi and refresh the whole world forever. And then there's a more recent ad for Bud Light. It said, things you can add to your summer bucket list. Okay, as I understand it, a bucket list is things you do before you die. And if you're telling me to do this before the summer ends, I'm taking that as a threat. You seem to think I'm going to die at the end of summer. And I saw an ad for a blender. It was called the Magic Bullet. They said it works like magic. No, it doesn't work like a fucking blender. Blades spin around, it blends stuff. You put a frog in there and a prince jumps out, that'll give you a fucking magic. Whose idea was to call it the Magic Bullet anyway? I mean, do we really want to name a blender after the thing that supposedly killed JFK? Supposedly, allegedly, so they say. You got an Illuminati symbol on the wall over there. Yeah, look, it's there. Yeah, hey? Illuminati confirmed. Let's see what else I seen an ad for. Saw an ad for Clairol hair dye. Said it's made from pure color extracts. What the fuck is a pure color extract? Light? Some guy standing outside on a sunny day with a bottle and a prism. This is taking forever to fill up. Saw an ad for HGTV Home. Somebody needs to tell these people that the H in HGTV already stands for home. So now you just said it twice. It's like the people who say ATM machine, you just want to smack them. And you don't put in a PIN number. Some grammar files know what I'm talking about. And I was in the checkout aisle and I saw some Wrigley's gum and I was looking at the flavors they have. Some of the flavors they have, there's Rain, Cobalt, Prism, Elixir, Vortex. These are not fucking flavors. Who was eating a Vortex to figure out what that tasted like? Who was chewing on a piece of Cobalt and going, this tastes like metal, this should be a chewing gum? I was walking past the bank, I saw a sign that said loan sale, and I thought, well, which is it? Yeah, and then I was in a store and I saw a box of unscented incense. I wish I was making that up. Unscented incense. I'd like to see somebody light that and be like, wow, it's really working, I can't tell. Then I saw a fake stick-on tattoo of the infinity symbol. This would make a nice gift for people who need a visual depiction of irony. And what else did I see? I was walking past the cemetery, and I saw they had a sign on the gate that said business hours 8 to 4. I thought, holy shit, the dead people have business hours. I guess they need their evenings free. But 8 to 4, that must suck. That means if you have a 9 to 5 job, when you die, you have to get up for work an hour earlier. That's why I'm looking forward to being dead, getting to sleep in. Try the online dating profiles, OkCupid, sites like that. I find that one of the main interests of a lot of the women on these sites is plagiarism. Yes, what are your interests? Oh, long walks on the beach, fine dining. Yeah, what else? I like going out, but I also like staying in. Sometimes I'm sweet, sometimes I'm sarcastic, sometimes I'm shy, sometimes I'm outgoing. Okay, so you're a human, is what you were telling me. You are a completely average human. Thank you. Yes, but they always say they're looking for a knight in shining armor. Knights in shining armor were not nice people. Exactly why are we holding these people to the standard? Well, maybe if your idea of a good date is having your door knocked down with a battering ram and being gang raped and given syphilis, then yeah, sure, that's, yeah, go and date a knight in shining armor by somebody, a religious fanatic who doesn't know how to read and smells bad. Yeah, great. Go for the knight in shining armor. Great people. Thank you, that's all for me.
Alright folks, next up we have Chelsea Smar, and then Elvis, and then the Mobile Meth Lab Explosion will finish out the night with the set.